Hey guys, so today I'm going to be going to my school. We have a locker pickup, so I'm going to pick up all the stuff that was in my locker, plus a ton of stuff from my art class. All we have to do, we have this little sign that has my name, and then I have art in 8th grade. And then I'm just going to put it on my window here, and then I'll open the door and they'll put my stuff in. And I don't know if there's going to be a lot of people or anything. And we have to go to two separate places because the first place we go to have like a whole map. The first place is like the 8th grade, my locker stuff, and then the other part is like your elective, so art, all my art stuff. And we have to wear a mask too. Like holding up signs too. Is that Miss Danielle? Mm-hmm.
There you go,
Thank
Luna.
you. Have a good summer.
You too. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye. I have my other book too. The one we read for English.
You had a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, the notebooks were huge. My math notebook's like five subjects. So it's pretty huge. Hi.
Is Miss Boltz your teacher?
Mhm.
I'll have
Yes.
her go ahead and pull your artwork, okay?
Okay.
Because this line here is all like instruments and stuff. So it's
Oh, okay.
So I'll have her pull your artwork.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Luna.
Hi.
Nice seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're welcome.
You have a good summer.
Bye. So today I'm going to be decorating a graduation cake. I'm graduating from 8th grade, and since we didn't get to like actually have a ceremony and everything, I thought I would decorate a cake. It's like, I'm going to decorate it where it has a little hat and has a little paintbrush because my elective was art and I really like doing art, so I thought that would be fun. And I'm also going to do like some paint drips, and I'm going to use pink, blue, and yellow. This is supposed to be like a red, so it's more of like a reddish pink. So yeah, I have all my cakes ready. I baked them off camera, so now I'm gonna get started by stacking my cakes first. So I already have my filling in here. Not my filling, the icing that I'm gonna use. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a ring around the outside of the cake. That way I can stack the other cake on top. This cake is 2 layers, by the way. Okay, that seems good. Oh, if I could get that off. Okay. So now I have this cake here. My flavors are, oh, I forgot I have filling. My flavors are yellow cake and strawberry cake. And I have a filling here that has some strawberries and cream, and I'm just gonna put that in the middle. I'm just gonna flatten it down a little bit. When we made a cake for Mother's Day, we made the same filling too, and it tasted really good. So I decided to do this again. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm just flattening out a little bit more to make sure it's not super thick. And now I'm going to layer the other cake on top very carefully. I don't want to break it. there we go. I'm gonna cover the top with icing, that way I can put my smaller cakes on the top. And I've never used this kind of piping bag before. It's also cloth too, which my mom says is like supposed to be a lot easier because they're not like plastic or usable. I'm just doing lines on the top and then I'm going to spread it out a little. Wait, that's good. So now I'm just gonna spread it out. I'm gonna try the best I can to do it evenly. I'm gonna use the smaller spatula because it's a lot easier than the bigger one. Just finishing up the sides, and my mom's gonna do this, like the side of the cake, not the top, because I want it to look a lot more smooth. The middle doesn't matter as much because I'm just gonna tower the cakes on top. So now I'm going to put smaller cakes on top. I'm gonna start with my yellow cake. Put it right in the middle. And then I'm gonna take the same icing I used for the other layer and I'm gonna put it a circle right here. Now that I have my circle of icing, I'm going to add my filling. I only need a little bit since this is a pretty small cake. Alright, let me grab a little bit more for right here. Alright, that seems good enough. And now I'm going to add my last layer, my strawberry cake. And now my mom is going to ice the sides of the cake while I start making, I'm going to make like a little art palette with an art paintbrush, and I'm going to make it out of fondant. So I have all my tools here. And then I also have this little canvas that I'm going to put on top. I wrote my name on it. And then after that, I'll start making the drips on my cake. Now I'm going to add the drips onto my cake. I already have my frosting, like I showed you earlier. And I'm gonna start with the blue, and I'm just gonna do the drips sort of how I did them in my birthday video, my hollow birthday. It's not really dripping right now, but I might use a spatula to sort of help it drip down, like this blue one. Maybe it'll work a little bit better. Let me turn the cake so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just going all around the cake, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the other layer yet, like this bottom layer drips too, or if I'm just gonna do the top layer. So on the bottom layer, the first layer of the cake, I added some like paint splatters, and I'm gonna have this be the front of the cake because some of the yellow paint dripped a lot, like here, here. So they don't look much like little paint blobs, but this one looks okay. So now I'm going to add my decorations. I have my little paint palette here, which I'm gonna add some of the these colors that I used here on there. And I have my paintbrush, and I have my little graduation cap. So first thing I'm gonna add is my little palette. I'm gonna add it right here on top. I'm gonna add this thing first. Okay, that seems pretty good. And then I have my little name here. And then carefully I'm gonna pick up my little palette. Or actually, I'll do the brush first since I don't want to drop the palette on the floor. The top came off, but that's okay. I just put it on right here. Can't really tell anyway. Now I'm going to add my little palette, and then I'll add the paint on. Go. And last but not least, the little cap. Okay. I should move it over a little bit. I don't want to ruin the cake. Okay. Looks good. I'm just trying to fix it. Okay. That looks good. So now I'm going to add the paint onto my paint palette. So I'm just going to take a chopstick to take a little bit of this frosting and I'm going to glob it on there. Like if it was paint. Oh, I should probably get a little bit more to make sure it works well. Now I'm going to add my pinks. I need to get some out here. Okay. I'll grab a little bit less this time because I wasn't sure how much I needed. I'm just flattening it out a little bit. But it's pretty sticky. Okay. That's good. And last, I'm going to add the blue. Alright, so there is my finished cake. I think it turned out pretty good. So here's my cake again, and I decided to add some decorations. I added this tablecloth, and I have these little, I don't know what to call them. And then I have these streamers up here that were from my birthday. I thought I'd just add a little bit more decoration. I also had black and purple streamers, but I thought that it'd be too much to set them all up, and I thought that'd be good enough. So now I'm going to taste the cake. I'm gonna cut a slice. I'll do it from this end. Okay, I just cut a little slice from the first layer. If I can get this off. Okay, there it is, and you can see the filling inside. It looks pretty good. So now I'm going to taste it. Filling and the yellow cake and the strawberry cake, a little bit of the frosting. And it tastes really good. I really like the strawberries inside. Sometimes I'll just eat that filling like by itself, like strawberries and cream. It tastes really good. And the strawberry cake tastes good too. If we weren't being quarantined, or if we were back at school and we still had school and we could still hang out with people, I probably would have had all my friends here because they're all in the same grade, and we would have ate this cake together. But it's just for me and my family. We're probably gonna finish this cake pretty quickly because it tastes really good. And the same thing happened with the Mother's Day cake. It was really delicious. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.